Business on Purpose podcast.
Hey, I'm going to warn you, this is going to sound a little self-serving, but I absolutely do not intend for it to be. Instead, this is simply insight into the reality of something that we have recently observed that I thought would be helpful. Hey, it's Scott Beebe with the Business on Purpose podcast. Time to be liberated from the chaos of working in your business. mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision to write out your vision. At the time of this recording yesterday, we had our regular Business on Purpose 12-week plan live event in Bluffton, South Carolina. We do it every 13 weeks, and this is our fifth such event. It's the third straight event that we've opened the event not only to the heroic small business owners that we have the privilege of coaching, but also to their team members and to other businesses that we don't yet have the privilege of coaching. But it's businesses in our local community that we love to be able to serve. And not only have we had the opportunity to serve local for-profit entities, which is our kind of bread and butter, our sweet spot, but also some of our local municipalities, which was really powerful. And you might hear some of those talks coming out here in the next few podcasts as we get those edited up so that you can hear some of our feature speakers during our live event. But the hallmark of our live event is not the speaking. It's not the awards that we give out, the I Made My Bed Certificate Award. Go watch just Google Make Your Bed and watch that. If you want to change the world, start by making your bed. So we have the I Made My Bed Awards that we give out to key leaders that we've observed throughout the last 12 weeks that have been systematically implementing really powerful things. Here was a takeaway that I saw that was so abundantly clear. And here's why it might sound self-serving. If you've listened to this podcast, you understand the business that we're in of serving heroic small business owners through coaching. And in our coaching, you kind of hope for the best, right? In some cases, it's hard to quantify the results, although we've done a really great job of being able to quantify what that looks like in a variety of different ways. But at times you just have to allow the business owner to realize, wow, this has been transformative. Now, we're very upfront to tell you that it's only transformative if you do the work. If you don't do the work, it's not going to offer any transformation. In fact, all it will offer is frustration at that point. But here's what we saw in the room. The front part of the room was filled with heroic small business owners that we serve on a regular basis. And these are the ones that have been a part of the 12-week plans. These are the ones where I'm in their offices about 2 to 3 times a month, or we're online together multiple times in a month. And it's just very consistent, drip by drip by drip, very, very consistent. In the back of the room are the heroic small business owners that we've not yet had a chance to work with on a regular basis. Now, we don't intentionally put them in the back of the room. It's just how the seating chart worked out within the room that we were in. But here's what I found. The 12-week plans that were being crafted in the back of the room, somewhere within the first 3 goals had this goal: increase team communication, increase employee communication, increase owner communication. It had something to do with communication, and it was all focused internally. For the businesses that we've had the privilege of being able to serve for quite some time now, their goals, when you looked at their goals were things like decrease percentage of cost of goods, increase customer experience and workflow. They were very much internal processes that were assumptive that team communication was already in place. And it was so palpable to see the businesses that had invested their time in being coached and being pushed and being subjected to the owner's business system that we've put together. A very intense 4-step process where you walk through things like vision, mission, values, systems, processes, job roles, org charts, weekly schedules, multiple bank accounts, budgeting process, level 2 dashboards, all of these things. All of a sudden, they've got the team member communication. Doesn't mean they're world class, but it does mean they have a process for it. Team member communication, whereas those who have not been coached and worked with on a regular basis, The low-hanging fruit for them to go after is, hey, let's just start having a team meeting. And when you get to that level, you start to realize, okay, that's the foundational level of what we can start. In fact, we say that our team meetings and daily huddles are the fifth foundational cornerstone, actually the fourth, excuse me. The fifth is the hiring process. But there's 5 foundational cornerstones, 4 in the corner, 1 in the middle. Vision, mission, values, team meetings and huddles, and hiring process. Those are the 5 foundational core values. 4 in the corners, 1 in the middle, so the house doesn't sag. Well, when you are actively pushed, actively coached, actively held accountable, team communication is going to be foundational, and you'll get past that pretty quick so that you can get on to the other things. But when you're not actively being coached, that's when you start to see that our team communication is suffering. So it's a good symptomatic understanding that if your team communication is suffering, go to mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision. We can help you right there. Get on track to get your team communication in such a place where you can begin to be liberated from the chaos of working in your business, and you can have what I'll now refer to as front of the room thinking and move to higher level things. We'll see you next time right here on the Business on Purpose podcast.
Podcast.